Doki Literature Club. The stream is about to start, and we're about to have a chill little, goofy little time. Isn't that just nice? Everything is running perfectly well. Dun 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 dun. We are back. Second day, second stream for it. So far, we've done some silly things. Nothing very horrific, though, from what I've seen so far. Kind of a chill game. Chill from what I've seen. For the most part. So yeah. Let's hope this goes well, better than yesterday. So yeah, this is going. This is not even good. I don't even know if this is going great or not. I think it is. So let's load up the game. Load up this point from yesterday. Okay, so I haven't read that yet, so I can't skip through it. It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. No, did not mean to press that. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If only I was looking for suggestions, I would have actually asked someone who actually liked it. Sorry. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And I liked it. Okay, me liked it too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, the music cut out. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yori. Eh? That's not what I said. Again, I don't know how to make a U sound. Is it just, ugh? Is that how you make that sound? You're just... Yori stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that... Gosh dang it, why do they keep making me do this? I don't like saying my username. I couldn't come up with anything else. It's just a brand name at this point. Appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh. How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. That's just a giant you sound. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one who's okay. Okay. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she can get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making all of your poems convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings in the meaning of the most effectively. Avoiding them is not necessary. Limiting yourself. It is also a waste. You understand that, right? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think highly of me. I'm in quite the predicament here, aren't I? I think I deliberately screwed myself just now. Monika's alright so far. All of the characters are alright so far, I feel like. I'm going into this completely blind, which is silly. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth, so instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori, yeah. Everyone's fighting, and it's making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you're making your own friend feel like this? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair to let others interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. This is a silly, silly game. I like silly games. Back and forth banter. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Stop. You know, I could have said that with expression, but I decided not to. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. The stutter is not helping me here. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're just amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I'm not saying that sentence. Or that one. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monika stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes up. That wasn't even a rush, that was just a slide. Does my mouse appear on the screen? Yes, it does. Okay. That threw me off. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monika. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Ah ha 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 ha. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really makes a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I can get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for... It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Little Yeet, how about you? Oh, come on, I actually was forced to say my username because I looked away for 2 seconds. No! Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more things about kinds of poems that everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with my newfound determination. Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just want you to express your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you all get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's it. Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught into the situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... does it really need to stop there? We'll just see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say to myself that I say more to myself that... What the heck was that? Something that just felt like a brick crushed both my feet into the ground. Oh my god! Publicized pain. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Oh my god. Silly music. disarray, silly existence, disown, milk, unstable, promise, sadness, unrequited. Unrequited. Anime. Death. I like how there's a lot of these options that are just like really good, and then there's things like essence, explode, tears, tragedy, and death. I really like the secretive. Comfort. Cheer. Twirl. That sounds silly. Who does Giggle go to? Wait, I actually want to know that though. The demon. It does. It's a really good soundtrack so far though. It's like the Undertale soundtrack. It's a really good soundtrack. Giggle. Uncanny. What does Nibble give to? There's Boop in Nibble. I'm not really worried about Afterimage and Daydream. I'm worried about Boop and Giggle and Nibble. I'm gonna choose Boop. Mouse, because mice are cool. That's just the word of the game. That's just the starting word. That's just the first words in the game. The title card. Vivid. Alone. Disaster. Graveyard. Kitty. This is the most mixed poem I'm writing ever. Hop in philosophy. Oh, there's one more. Dazzle. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. Hehe. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we look at your purse, Sayori? Why do you say that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Aha. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have to come buy a snack before coming to the room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that leaves only one option. What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ah ha 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 ha. Yuri-san. Oh, that was a giggle. That was a giggle. Okay. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is always buried in books, as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell him to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, suffering, is enough for retribution. I didn't mean it like that. I got too absorbed into my book. Ooh. I really like you when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you can think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and I have to accept the revolution. The retribution? Okay, I was about to say, wait, that seems wrong. Okay, that was purposeful, okay. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing you to the club before she even told me. But... you wouldn't have to come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. What the heck? Did we just slap her? I'm sorry if I'm being a little bit loud. I can turn down the microphone maybe. There's I don't know. I'm being more disorganized today than yesterday. Okay, nobody is watching. How do you make that sound? Is that a Kia? Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and she tumbles onto the desk. Ow. What was... a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? Because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. But I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki! It's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. Okay, this is a muffled noise. I do know that it's a muffled noise. I'm smart. It's like a so good noise or something, because she's muffled. Sayori suddenly claps her lips back to her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy you shared this with me. Sayori gets out of her seat behind Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches to nudge Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Very silly noise. Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard her of being late today? Not me. How many days are in this game? Because I feel like there's... Okay, there's 6 days. And they're technically called acts then, so I guess... 6 acts! I'm on day 3. Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her own... Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You wouldn't have heard the bell ring, at least. I must have not heard it. I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware that you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's... Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure anything on you like that. Huh, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose to leave Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. Looks like everybody's all settled down. Sayori somehow finished to eat the entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up? Me and Monica, we're gonna take some posters and stuff. So I need to get some crayons, markers, and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica will be back soon. Are you going with him to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'll be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if I can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the club room. I follow behind Sayori as she hums and skips around the hallway. I have only had to use my mouse for this game. Nothing else. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for this festival anyway? I'm not sure how you'd make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? What kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. You're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not about reading poems, it's about performing them. Like, you know, saying the lines like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends to this I summoned this joy? For now I look every direction, the once prosperous field before me. is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but I find it impossible to take it seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant it's a pretty unordinary task. It's a pretty unordinary contrast compared to your cute self. Don't say it like that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, this classroom is over here, it's empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. As the years went by, I began to dig myself in the whole room and more. So we're going adventuring with Sayori has brought me a special feeling I forgot I had in me. Two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight up to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls out a box full of crayons on the shelf. They're the best brand, too. They're kind of dirty, though. She starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted, we still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls down the floor and the crayons spill over her lap. Ow. You okay? Why does it keep saying someone's watching me and then nobody's watching me? It's kind of sad, but it's fine. My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Jeez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is still on the floor, I grab her by her waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow. Sorry. There's a huge red mark at the center of her forehead. There is no bruise mark whatsoever. Lies, unless that's the bruise mark. But like, wait, is that? That looks more like a blush mark than a bruise mark. Huh. I don't know. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's really gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even winching from the pain, Sayori still makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Oh, okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run to the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? Doesn't really matter, since it'll be used as an ice pack. Either way, I'd rather to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In the moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead, and the other clumsily to scoop the crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori here. I hand Sayori the box of apple juice. That is a big box of apple juice. That is a chunky box. I would like that much apple juice. That'd be really cool. But that is a chunky box of apple juice. Sayori opens the cap and starts to drink from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her forehead. It stings. Just bear with it, it'll feel better soon. Looks like you've cleaned up most of the crayons, that's good. Hey, this kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time? Sorry, I muted my microphone, something got stuck in my throat. What the heck? I would always try to keep up with you. you were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like how I fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do the things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quickly as you could. You would try to really stop getting me to crying. But it was like almost you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting me in trouble if someone found out. Even though it really wasn't your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always focused on my game, so I didn't really pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this all the time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about the other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that! And I don't really do kind things all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. This is a really sweet game. This isn't like a... Who told me that this game was a... I feel like someone lied to me. People keep lying to me. I'm still gonna finish it because I just streamed like a bunch of time of it. But this is a sweet game. I guess this is what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair to me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been like this long already, right? No, didn't mean to press that. I can't imagine ever changing you, so my hopes are still up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression in her eyes. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside when I see her deep in thought like this. Makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's probably gonna see her forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops up to her feet. She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand so fast after hurting yourself. Ooh, that's a very silly sound. The silliest of sounds. Sorry if I just made you go deaf, if anybody's actually watching this. It's just the silliest of sounds. Someone left after that, I feel bad. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good timing, I was just about to start sharing with our poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about... I was playing with the crayons and I smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were we able to find everything we needed? We have it right. Sayori frantically grit. I forgot all this stuff! Calm down, Sayori, I have it all right here. I found the poster paper, too. Seems like you ended up doing all the work. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on these posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share out your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. We've already done this before. Monica was an option before, I think. Let's show it to Sayori first. Was Monica an option before? Yeah, but Monica's not an option when you create the poem, which is odd. I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are so good. Yesterday and this one, too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, You're really the one who feels that way, so... no way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki's the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest with it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. What the heck? What even? That sounded just... Wow, 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 wow. That's just a... What's that sound? Is that just... Wow, wow... This is a very silly sound. Wow, 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 wow. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just meant that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you make everything in your life about an adventure. Even the littlest of things. Like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is, I can feel more feelings through you than I can feel through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. And I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. You sure about that? Maybe? Sayori starts fiddling with the pencil between her hands. Hey, will you give me your poem? I kinda wanna keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Sigh. Why'd I just say every other time I've actually, like, gone like that. But no, when I see that, just sigh. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped, but in of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's just sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit in the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh! Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like it's the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me think of friends. Each bottle to make amends. No, each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scrapping and scraping. I blow the dust off my bottle caps, it doesn't feel like time to last. My empty shelf could use some more, my friends look at me through the front door. Finally all done, I open up and come to my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they not want bottles that much? I frantically pull them out, one after the other, holding them out to every friend in each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the in-between of my feet. Happy thoughts, and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. That was deep. Huh. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but... I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot. And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out so good, you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a bit better. Writing is like magic. You've got pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no matter than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes, it's hard for me to be pessimistic. Let's show it to Monica next. Hi again. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going to be bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe you'll soon come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share something you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. Makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her in the evening club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a lot of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super intelligent people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then, too. I'm not, like, super unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just super used to being here, that's all. Yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting up too much pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, getting waveforms, squeaking, shrieking. That cue is a cross. Squeaking, shrieking, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like a playing on a chalkboard on a tunetable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me? I'm being weird, hold on. So, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to open a silly little program called Run. Percent amp data. Let's see, is this an option? I don't know what owl electron is, I can look at that. This folder is empty. Changelog. Photos. I don't know what changelog is. Changelog just opened some creepy photo. MMF applications. That's a bunch of binary code that translates into something. Let me translate this real quick. What the heck, it's printing something. It's printing something. That's odd. Do I know what it's printing? No. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? What are you printing? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of the never thing I've seen before, I guess. Does it even have any paper in it, like printing paper? It's just printing nothing. No one has paper. What is it printing? It's like the magic of the noise. It's hard for me to tell about it, but sometimes asking people isn't even a question. A poem can be as abstract as an expression of feeling, or a conversation with the reader. Put it that way too. It's about something. Anyway. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Today's writing tip of the day: sometimes facing a difficult situation to save your game. Never know when you might want to change your mind. When something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this even a tip about writing? What am I even talking about? Aha. That's just my advice for today. Thanks for listening. What? Okay. Okay. Tried to open that photo one day, it was empty. Try to open it now, and it's printing something. Nothing turned the printer on. It's because it's Wi-Fi connected. Okay, it's a Wi-Fi connected printer. It's not really worse than the last one. Can't say it's better either. Few what? Wasn't most critical. Hey, what? That makes you wait. Maybe that's a compliment. Sorry, I'm speeding through this now because I'm like I'm paranoid on what that printer's printing. How long does a printer take? I'm glad to see someone recognizing my experience. They'll find I keep practicing. Maybe they'll get as me someday. Something tells me that Natsuki completely missed the point. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Hey, you think so? Yeah, well, you've been best friends with her for so long, it's probably a wavelength, but you never struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but she can sometimes be someone who likes you. Let's translate that, shall we? To a binary code translator. TBN. It's another code. Not trying What is it printing now? Hope it's done. Okay, we are back up. Sorry that took a minute. Just figuring out. Never mind, it was not printing anything. The printer just turned on. Started making some silly noises. No reason either. Just kinda did. Just dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary, but to think of it this way, if it weren't for me, I'll just be letting go of a balloon. You could say each of us are in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Ickly, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's not why I'm friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she hang out with the chorus, my heart would pound, but she likes the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's not why I'm friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad, and I tried to not let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people, but she probably talks about spiders. What if I'm friends with her and I like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she likes other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps them private. It doesn't matter if she's hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better without her. We're better off without spiders, and I'm going to tell it to everyone. It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. Hope you didn't like it because it wasn't the best I can do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward. I doubt you have to explain it. Sometimes you explain the little issues. Sometimes realize how people are being. Woo! Speed running. Got my 9-hour energy coffee after that one. The spook of the day. The printer turning on. The spook of the evening was the printer turning on. Like anyone could agree with the subject that the poem was just an ignorant jerk. Do you know how people are like that? Of course, it's about how everybody thinks That doesn't matter. That can be anything, well-being. I wrote it yesterday. Sorry I'm going so fast now. It was like... That happened? Don't even know why. Spook level went up. At least you're afraid of something. People find out and they'll be less afraid of you. But that's just to make people stupid. Who cares something they're like? They're not hurting anyone. It makes them happy. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's just what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying people's emotions are important, but I want to make people happy, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow, so look forward to it. Yuri. Yay, how does Yuri view my poem? Because Yuri's always nice about the poem. I'm happy when Yuri reads the poem, because Yuri is just amazing about the poem. So let's see what you've written for today. Well done. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. It's nothing. I'm just being happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so it doesn't really seem you can get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid, just a little bit more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like your brain can be turned into a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind out and letting your feelings wander, and letting down the things you see and hear. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have an example if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is it the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands you her poem. The raccoon happened in the dead of the light, tension that caught me in the scuttering of the raccoon through the window. I believed it was last time I expressed strange tendencies, but it immediately it wasn't an ordinary human. It gave the raccoon a piece of bread and upset conscious as well. The consequences aware of the raccoon and field will always come back for more. The exciting cutting the knife with the symptoms, the bread, the curiosity. The raccoon was unearned. The moon incites a place in a vase that reflects that so much that it can be cutting by the knife. The very same life that came with raccoon friend. I slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, and perhaps I'm projecting my feelings into unsatisfied animal. The raccoon has been taking me, following me. You could say that we've gotten used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry. The raccoon becomes handy. That can be a very exciting rush of blood. As I slice the bread, I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's not more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can imagine what this poem is about. That's right. There's a bit closer to preferred writing style. Oh my gosh. Reading needs to exist sometimes. Yeah, but if I could take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to feel to express my unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that I'm able to keep with myself. Sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Huh, that's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write about these? That song being ridiculed for a strange interest? Eh? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, doesn't she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's, well, interesting. To see me, she seemed like the kind of person to make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. I keep, looking behind me. Any reason why I am? No. Okay, well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I haven't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I'd probably hate myself. I might be a little bit ranting now. But I'm glad that you're a good listener. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have some extra planned today, so if everybody can come and sit in the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to say something from the festival? It's not like we can put anything together in just a few days. If we end up embarrassing ourselves again in front of the new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do good with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. What if I just saved to empty slot right here? Returned. Load. Don't worry so much. We're gonna keep it simple, okay? Missing a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters and then designed some pamphlets for the event. Okay, that's great and all. What doesn't tell us that we're actually going for the event? But we've done it already. We're going to be performing. Monica, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori is putting all the posters up in case anybody wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't put those posters up already, did you? Well, I did. Do you think it's a bad idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. I just didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my whole life do something like that. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems until just a couple days ago. So let's ask them to recite their poems on a full room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best shot. We're only responsible for the fate of this club. Then we'll inspire others to do the same. So more people who perform will be better to show off everything and what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, having fun. That's right. It's all those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you share yourself with those others to inspire them and find the same feelings you brought here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. It would take standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem. Then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri, stay silent. Just realized that through the stream, compared to the actual laptop, Monica's hair's a lot more like a lighter brown, and Natsuki's looks more of an orange than a pink. I guess that leaves me with no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. Least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but... Looks like Natsuki does not have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess we'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejects across the classroom, looking at everybody's faces, expectant faces. Huh. Guess I don't really have a choice. Ha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move into the main event. I want to see that poem of yours. We're going to be reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of eyes of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off with everyone to feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook and the specific poem she has for herself. She stands behind the podium. Titled Poem The Way of the Fly. Monica begins to recite her poem. Her clear and confident voice fills the room. Then that her inflection's pristine. She knows exactly how to imply her emotions behind each and recites the words, bringing them to life. This is something she's done before, is this simply natural. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori seems impressed. Yuri has an expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was hoping to set an example. Ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clenches her paper, walks to the podium. This poem is called... You can do it, Yuri. It's called The After Image of a Crimson Eye. Just a moment, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting up in so much effort? As Yuri gets the... Sorry, I zoned out for a minute. It's almost like Yuri gets absorbed in her own books. Quietly, her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem of twists and turns in its structure enumerates the perfect timing. A rage glimpses into the whirlwind fire Yuri concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri steps back into reality and glances around her, believe she's bewildered by herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me after. It's not like we didn't want to applaud for her. We were so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. After we applaud Yuri, Yuri holds her poem to her chest and runs back. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay. Guess I'm next then. The meadow, Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of like you're reciting it to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins with her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice is the perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this poem on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. Hearing it come out of Sayori's voice gives a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant by she likes my poems. It's like I get to read more deeply into something I thought through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even he liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? Came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of your poem fits so perfectly. But it might be good than other poems that wouldn't work the delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen some of your poems that work gentle that wouldn't work well. They might need a little bit more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing. That kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of other people. So next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Oof. Don't make me go. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let him go before I have to do it. Natsuki! It's fine, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go for what I wrote today. As their eyes on me make me feel awfully terrible. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, I have finished when I wrote, and I applaud. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm not really good at this like everyone else. Don't worry about it too much. I think it's less about your abilities and more what you lack confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. The words feel like they bounce up and down, so give a new lift to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That was not so bad, wasn't it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to read a poem in front of other people? I mean, I'm doing it in front of other people makes it way easier. I can put whatever I want in front of the face of other people. But it's just when it's my friends. It's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way for me. Well, that's just how it is, so, well, I guess that's the case. You don't have to worry about much before the festival. That said, I want everyone to thank for coming through. Might be hard, but you all have the confidence what it's like now. Maybe you should pick your own poem and practice a little bit before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine, too. Doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised you're putting all this effort in for the club. Makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write our own poems for tomorrow. It's working out really nice so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get this through. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. Must be nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go. I walk home with Sayori once more, even though it's only been a few days, everything's like it has changed. But today, Sayori's being a little bit quieter on the walk home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I'd like if we got into... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. Let's just say, Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. That is not what I thought it would imply. I mean, given how hard it is for her to socialize, I feel awfully terrible letting her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. You admitted it. Jeez. It's not even my point speculating something that's never gonna happen. Well, maybe. But I just like to think about it. It's not long before you need me anymore, no? need you, Sayori. I can't figure out how you're seeing these things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone is different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. Conversation trails off, and I'm left feeling awkward. But it was kind of her fault for trapping me in such a weird question. I just can't lie to her. If there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in here speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Fantasy. Family. Anime. I still think this is a really silly option. I'm gonna pick it like every time because it's very, very silly. Tears. Philosophy. Bouncy. Intellectual. Suicide. Broken. Time. Bubbles. Silly. Vivid. Love. What's Papa do? Oh. Milk. And nibble. The silliest of poems. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Must have a lot of determination. Starting this club, and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that this club wouldn't be here if it wasn't all for you. And I'm super happy that you're all here running in the festival, too. Can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be super great. Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm talking about not our part of the festival, but like the whole day where you get to go eat in delicious kinds of food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, don't they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. What? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Let's just focus on our event for now, okay? Fine. The reactions aren't as funny as Yori's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at desk, looking at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. You're spacing out again. Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry about me too much. I'm fine, see? Don't let me distract you from having fun with the others. Well, alright, if you say so. Conversations dispersed into the usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've prepared for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, shuffling through some papers at her desk. What's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything with Sayori lately? Anything up with her? Whatever way do you mean? Reading into it a little bit too much, but it seems like she's a bit of downcast today. Oh, you think so? Can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers through the Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm not sure I'm the one who should be asking you. You certainly know a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me or said things that bothered her. But not this time. When I asked her, she was like really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you know anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. I also care about her well-being of the club members too, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she has a bit of a hard time bringing up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing is on her mind is you. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say it too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? She's been much more happier since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different than how she's always been. You're so funny. Have you thought that you may have seen her... Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to any conclusions. You should just forget what I said. I'll try to talk to her. Not think about it too much though for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget it, but I already know that wouldn't get any of my words across her head. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, have fun with everything else, but that's impossible when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her, and how much this is letting me weigh me down? How I'm behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing left I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone, after some time passes, why don't we share our poems now? For I know it, everything's back to normal. Everything goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what we're talking about with Sayori. Saving a lot more often now. Hi, have you thought about what you want to submit for your festival? Well, being in this club is performing as a bunch of people, but I'll have to give it some thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you do, I'm sure it turns out great. It'll also make me happy to see. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure, I let Monica take my poem. Ahaha, it's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar each day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, have you? I guess you could say that. Although we grew up as best friends and I haven't seen her much this past year, but since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. I see. That reminds me. How about Sayori's been a little off today? Yeah, did she tell you something? Well... You haven't been flirting with her, have you? Of course not. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright. Just making sure. Listen, I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something happened to her, so keep an eye on her. I don't like that she said that. Sayori's been acting much happier since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this anyway. I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Okay. An old tale of a lady who wanders the earth, the lady who knows everything, a beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and everything you saw, and here I am, a feather. That's meaning that she's the lady. Or she's a feather that is next to the lady, lost in a drift to the sky, the victim of the currents of the wind. Day I drift, search with little hope, knowing that the legends don't exist, but would have failed me. When all others turn away, that legend remains, star glimmering in the dust. Until my mind cases to below, I fall, and I fall, and I fall even more. Gentle as a feather, dry as a quill. All her cues are crosses. Expressionless. But that's hard to catch me between when the thumb is a forefinger. The hand of the beautiful lady. I look into her eyes and find her gaze, the lady who knows everything. What am I thinking? Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice, I have found every answer, which amounts to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath she blows me away, back afloat, I pick up a gust of wind. Is that meaning she found all purpose in something? Or am I just Delulu? You know, I feel like learning sort of things don't give life a meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything. But it was on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. Never really put that much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the time for all the answers, the world wouldn't start to lose its meaning. You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Yeah, that. That's a silly pun because they're two-dimensional. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Because you're not that good, it can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm and care response, but it's so hard to. You find someone who also enjoys writing them, it'll be easier. Because instead of your poem being so good, okay, or bad, I want to focus more on the things that went into it, things you can work on. It's encouraging to the way you continue proving. It's like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Oh my god. Is it okay if I just speed through one of their texts? Like, for example, I'm gonna speed through Natsuki, because I feel like Natsuki won't say anything. Oh, she actually likes my poem, never mind. As good as yesterday's anyway, I see what you're going for, but it's not really my style. I mean, that's fine. It's mostly just what you're going for a bit. At least I'm trying. Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment? No, gross. It's not like I care. Just that one of us in the club has to make sure you're not slacking off. Really? Well, if you end up scaring me away anyway, that's, it's not like you two would actually do that. Well, yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang around here, even if I have to put up with you. Ugh. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach. Oh. Maybe I won't be scaring you away anyway. I was just joking. Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too. How the hell do you even call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really watch my mouth around Natsuki. Anyway, Natsuki holds out her poem like nothing even happened. I'll be your beach, your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished of wonder over the years. But today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sparkles with brilliant light. The follows in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about every day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. I'll be all in a way thought you had left a long time ago, but let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in the sunbeams and hold my hand, wash your insecurities in the salty sea and let me see you shine. Leave your memories in a footprint trail, leave them in the Indian sail. Leave your reasons that you're wonderful, let your lips press against mine. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you dream about every single day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap. In a way, the thought had left you long ago, but if you let me by your side, your own beach won't escape. You'll learn to love yourself again. That was a mouthful, okay. Alright, that was a mouthful. Yeah. Felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write about positive message for once. Besides that, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to say anything negative about the beach. So you described about writing the beach at first, then came up with a message later. Well, that's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we wrote about the same thing. She wanted to pick up a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. Can you really see her doing that too? Making us write about a simple topic, trying to impress me by all something fancy. Well, it's not if I care, it's just that I did it anyway. I guess mine ended up being a metaphor too, but that's nothing to worry about doing once in a while. Alright. Sorry about that, I had to give my voice a tiny little breaky break. But, seems something's going on with Sayori. But it's fun to know everyone and forget and their writings. And I guess doing some writing myself, well, Have you learned anything about yourself? Well, you know how I like to say writing is a very personal way to get in touch with yourself. In the end, it doesn't matter if you're a good writer or a bad writer. And even my opinions are just opinions, you know? As always, I believe exploring something important is what always leads to discovering yourself. That's comforting. Kind of afraid all this will happen in disappointing you in some way or another. Why me? Well, you're always so sophisticated in your writing. You have the most advice to share. Is that so? Yuri thinks for a good minute. That must be terrible. For me to become someone whose opinion is fearsome. How unlikable of me. Yuri, it's not as bad as you're making it sound in your head. I meant it like I respect your opinion. I see. I'm sorry that I always overthink and come to some sort of conclusions. I'm just a little used to it. Overthinking? Being disliked. Yuri. What am I saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Let's move on. Alright. Do you want to share your poem now? Okay. Here. They both made a poem about the beach. I remember that now. I cannot say a poem right now, I'm sorry, so I'm like slowly scrolling through it. She did? She didn't say anything weird, did she? She just wanted to write about the same topic again. I suppose that our differences in style and process anyway was her idea. Knowing her, it was no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wanted to show off. It's not that I have a particular interest in her writing style. I just went with her request, but, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on an occasion. Something refreshing, you know? It's good for me to have calm my thoughts once in a while. Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me or did you say something strange just now? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated your usually catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is a common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe? Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little, doesn't she? It's almost like everybody's balance has been thrown off when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling well and she went home early. Is that so? Hope she's feeling alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, she's picked the time where she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. Oh no. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh. That curious expression coming from Yuri, of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the festival preparations, so let's decide what everybody will be doing during the weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them. Different flavors. Oh my gosh. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as far as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as far as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! That's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know. Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell her things are even harder when she's not around. No, I pressed the wrong button again. Why do I keep doing this? That may be the case, but I also can't be the leader on my own as if I don't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know. You should make some banners and decorations to set up the atmosphere. About that, I love the atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changed as her desk started nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. It'll be wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you. The only one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. Probably go a long way with give them a hand. You can always help me out as well. I'd really love to appreciate that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the whole weekend with one of my club members? How on earth is that going to respond to a How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I can give you. It's not like Monica's gonna give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. He may not like to be around you if you only make him a nuisance, so therefore, he may be more suited to be assisting me with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How come I can only make a few decorations anyway? Sounds like you're just making excuses for him to... What are you saying? That'll be extremely malnutitious work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's just settle this down for a moment. This is a very silly game, and I enjoy it. And I think it's up to him to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he'll be interested in. You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. I'm sorry, I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. You okay with this, right? In the end, it's just up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. I'm going to go with... it's not going to be anyone. I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're neighbors already, but Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez. Do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? I'll probably be most helpful at helping Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki? I can already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was gonna say... So you'll be helping Yuri then? Yeah. That's what I'm going to go do. I'm glad. I've had a bad habit of overthinking these sorts of things. So your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. This is everything we need to go over? Yep, that should be about it. You guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a bit. Do you feel the same way? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really recall why he picked me. And also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea. And nothing I do for the event will compare to that, so... I get it. I'm kind of surprised, though. Why? Well, I'm the one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know, I'm not very good at it. I'm sorry if I did something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words when she already had trouble with you. trying to cheer someone, she must have been far out of her comfort zone. I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can see she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps me with everything and smile because they're themselves. No. I kind of appreciated it. I'm sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. But if I'm going to say this, you better bet that my cupcakes are going to be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah. Hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry. I realize that I don't have any work contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. Can't believe that slipped through my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that'll work the best way, yes. Alright then. Okay. Then I'll be stopping you on your house by Sunday. Eh? My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought that you'd be the only one going to your house and I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense. But if you don't mind, I think I would prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it won't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for some reason. It's not like I should have in the matter either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. Hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself. I think that will make a very productive team. Even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason why you chose me. You're forgetting the reason with the most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I want to do. But Yuri, you're overthinking this. You wanted to point out when you were overthinking, right? I didn't realize I'm telling you I wanted to, but that's all there is. Do you really believe me? Yuri's thinking hard again. She looks at me straight face for a while. I believe you. As long as I took tremendous effort, Yuri finally says something that relaxes her expression. And I'm looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. This is a lot of talking, though. Yuri is going to be coming out from my house on Sunday. Even though I would prefer to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. Guess I should have gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. Who knows what I might be ending up outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, Monica said this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. I've gotten increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. Keep telling her I'm not nervous, but it's too much. There's no doubt that she'll open up just between the two of us. We've already been texting occasionally. Extremely apprehensive of her learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I have not heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. We used to play so often we made it a habit, simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't on the first floor, so I assume she's in her room. It's already strange for her to run down and greet me. I head upstairs to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi. I sit down in her room. She forces a smile, but you can tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not really much has changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy, as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and decorations she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori already left by the time of our last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Are you going to be helping with Monica today? Of course. But I'll just be But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's still more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just want to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. Why do I keep accidentally pressing buttons? I know you too well, so... Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good. Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, I wouldn't make that stupid mistake. Then you wouldn't have been so worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? Getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Gosh dang it, okay. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be acting like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just saying it for the first time. Saying what? What are you talking about? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had... Oh, God. Oh, Oh my god. Oh, okay. Ugh. Oh my... okay. My entire soul just wasted away reading that. I get it's not it's not a real person, but it still makes me feel horrible. That's okay. I can't have. Why is that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your closest friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything to support you, even if there's so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit every day to make you feel better. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you'd waste all your time and effort caring about me instead of important things. I don't want to be cared. Okay. This game was happy like 20 minutes ago. Or like 30 minutes ago. Well, guys, I think that's going to end our stream off for today. So I will see you all later and have a good day, I guess. Let's just... let's save that and let's... So that's going to end off our stream for today. And everybody have a good day, have a good night, have a good evening. Goodbye.